I want to talk to you a little bit about fractions. Fractions are part of a whole, and we've talked about fractions before as far as 1/2. And we've talked about, let's say if this is a whole pizza right here, and we cut the pizza down the middle. So now the pizza has 2 equal parts. And if I take one of these parts, then I still have 1/2 of the pizza. So if I show that on a piece of paper, I'm showing the bottom number that I have 2 equal parts of the pizza. Originally there were 2. And I took 1 away, so I still have 1. And it's written like this, 1/2. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about other fractions besides 1/2. And it's going to be on number 5. Oh, actually number 3 of your math paper today. So they're going to ask you to point to the cake that is divided into halves and color 1/2 of the cake red, just like with the pattern blocks. So today I thought we would also use some other things besides pattern blocks, but we'll start with the pattern blocks. So how many of these blue pattern blocks do you think it will take to cover this cake, or pizza like I like to call it? Do you think it'll take 1? What do you think? You think it'll take 2? You're right, it's gonna take 3. And so this is, each one of these pieces is 1 of 3 equal parts, so it's 1/3. Okay. Over here, how many of these pieces do you think it will take to cover this pizza or cake? What do you think? There's 2. You think maybe 3 or 4? There's 4. And by now you've probably figured out how many it's going to take. You're right, it's going to take 6. And so if I take one of these away, let's take a look with numbers. There were 6 parts to begin with, so we put a 6 on the bottom. And if I take one of these pieces, one of these equal parts, that is 1/6. So down here on number 3, it says, point to the cake that is divided into thirds and color 1/3 of the cake blue. And point to the cake that is divided into sixths and color 1/6 of the cake green. So we can see that right here. So I thought it might be fun to use something other than pattern blocks today. And Sandy's crying because she knows that her treats are on the table. So right here, let's take a look at Sandy's treats. These are her treats that she usually gets. She gets 1 big stick in the morning, and then she gets the 3 tiny treats later in the day. So she has 4 treats right here. So we're gonna say 4 on the bottom. And let's see, how many of these treats should we let Sandy have right now? Sandy, do you want to eat one of these treats? Would you like to eat one? All right, so Sandy ate 1 of her treats. So she ate 1/4 of her treats. So she's still got 3 treats left that she's also wanting because she can also smell them. Hi, Sandy. Hi. And you can also play this with lots of different things. These are M&Ms right here. These are my husband's M&Ms. See how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 M&Ms. So we would put the 10 on the bottom. And we might say, okay, let's pick a color. I'll pick blue just because that's Ashley's favorite. 2 of these are blue. So we would say that 2/10 are blue. So what do you think would be the fraction for the yellows? What do you think? I know it might be tempting to say 3/3 because 3 of them are yellow, but we need to remember that there are 10 M&Ms altogether. And 3 of them are yellow. So 3/10 are yellow. You want to try one more? Let's do one more. How many of the M&Ms, what fraction are red? If you said 1/10, you are correct. Because the total of M&Ms is 10, and one of them is red, so 1/10. All right. And Sandy says if you want to know more about fractions, you should watch mathantics.com. It really gives a great description about fractions. Sandy, would you like to have another treat? Sandy loves fractions.